Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Indiana Pacers. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to this.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Indiana Pacers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for their matchup with the Warriors, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their 6th contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
And now the Indiana Pacers starters. On the wings, Nesmith and Mathurin. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Then it's Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. It'll be Memphis off the tip. Pass to Edey. Here's Jackson. Jack's up with 3. Mathurin with a rebound. And this summer, the Grizzlies going all in to draft a player who'd been a virtual unknown about a year ago, Shams. Cedric Coward.
BA, you love stories like this, and he really shot up the boards as well at the NBA Draft Combine with his immaculate shooting percentage. And get this, BA, 6'5" with a 7'2" wingspan. For those trying to do the math at home, that's a +9 wingspan. So absolutely elite physical tools. I'm told they're very excited about Cedric Coward in Memphis, guys.
Seems like a guy who could make a name for himself quickly. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. We talked about the growth of Tyrese Halliburton as a player. Coach's eyes lit up, saying, I'm in awe of the steps that he's made. The vision and the scoring was always there, but now the decision-making has gone to another level. It makes life harder playing against him, but as a fan of the league, you love to see it. Everyone is a fan. Guys?
And Ali, thank you for that.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Now Siakam launches it. Cleared away by Wells. And with two of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adams, so it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key. The layup misses. Indiana's gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Nesmith passes to Halliburton. Now Jackson. Edey defends. Back to Halliburton. Shoots over Jackson. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Halliburton's got 8 points.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Wells, that's good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. 3-point lead. Some around the league, Shams, saying the Big Three super team era is done. You see it that way?
Listen, BA, the latest CBA clearly is designed to spread talent around the league, clearly is designed to parity around the league, but I really feel like the super team era really came and went pretty quickly. We saw Miami with their big three win it all. Kevin Durant to Golden State was really a one-off product of the salary cap spike in 2016. That's been about it. It's been about parity, but you still do need a couple stars in today's NBA to win.
So Tuomas Isalos decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
They needed extra time to get the win, but the end result is all that matters.
You know, this was about their perseverance and their conditioning. To me, that was the difference in overtime.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Pacers in 5th.
They would just push the ball at every opportunity, even when defenders had already gotten back.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Jackson finds Edey. And stolen by McConnell. And now Indiana on the fast break. So nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Toppin. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Poked loose. And stolen by Nembhard. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Here's Huff. Edey defends. McConnell left side. Over to the left wing from 20 feet. Toppin's shot is off.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And he's going for the lob. Aldama outside. 4-3. Huff pulls it in. Pacers leading by 7. Nembhard, the pass to Toppin. McConnell from outside hits the trifecta.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Indiana ahead, up by 10. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. McConnell and Nembhard are in the backcourt. Shepard is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. Memphis making a switch here. Landale's checked in.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Back to McConnell. Outside Walker. Three-pointer. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Jerome against McConnell. Pass to Spencer. Here's the 3. Pacers with a rebound. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
You love what they did out there. Just good basketball resulting in a runaway.
And one thing you can say about today's NBA, Shams, it keeps you guessing.
Oh, does it? I mean, this is an era of wide open competition. We've seen the flattening of the lottery odds, the big comebacks, especially in the playoffs this past year, a different champion each season. These are exciting times to be sure, and I think continuingly with this collective bargaining agreement, we're going to see more and more parity in the league.
And a year-round news cycle, which is good for you.
I'll be ready, BA. You know this is much more fun for me.
And the Pacers making a change here. Halliburton is checked in. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. In the third spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And Shams, over the last 7 seasons, a different champion every year. The league's as wide open as it has ever been.
BA, remember also, through the NBA's first 51 seasons, the Lakers and the Celtics won more than half of the NBA titles. So this is a conscious effort to engage fans league-wide and create an opportunity for everyone to compete evenly every single year.
Yeah, not just a big market league anymore. Pass to Siakam. Back to McConnell. The three is up. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
I'll tell you this, TJ McConnell prefers to be the orchestrator out there. He wants to find guys, but if he gets a look, he's going to take it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, "I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality." Back to you, Brian.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so Tuomas Isalo calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Edie's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Aldama. Then for Indiana, Jackson, he's checked in for Huff. Matherin comes in for Nimhart. And it's Neesmith in for McConnell. Here's Morant. In the game against Miami, very impressive. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Edie, defended by Jackson. And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
1:57 left to play in the first half. From deep, Morant.
And what's surprising, during the second quarter, he hasn't really looked like himself. He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Off the mark there with a 3. Grizzlies trail by 8. Floats one, and that one's good.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
BA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this news right now.
Man's got things to do.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Just an electrifying style on the court for Ja Morant. And Grant, he's not shy when it comes to confrontation.
Oh yeah, no, he's not ducking any smoke. But part of his maturation is choosing his battles, including trying to preserve his body from those fearless forays to the rim.
And really an offensive transformation for the Grizzlies since 2024, Grant.
Yeah, they're pushing the pace, playing a unique style with a lot of cutting and movement off the ball. crashing the offensive glass. I mean, it all seems to be working. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Takes one from 10 feet. Jackson with room to fire. And another miss by Memphis. And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Pacers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. The Grizzlies have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Yep, that one goes. Wells has got 5.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Mathurin passes to Jackson. Three-pointer, Halliburton. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Halliburton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Morant. Pass to Wells. Now here's Morant from the arc. No luck on that one. And so it's Indiana. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. We've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really liked were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Pacers.
The reserves are playing like starters. A lot of teams are emphasizing depth these days.
So much talent in this league, to the point where the spillover G League has some ballers. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Wells and Jackson, your small and power forwards. Then there's Ja Morant. Then there's Zach Edey. That's the group starting the second half for Tuomas Isalo. Here's Wells. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Memphis shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And the free throw, no good. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Grant.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Back to Morant. That one doesn't drop. Siakam with the defensive effort. Here's Halliburton. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. 16 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton is putting in work right now. This guy getting to his spots and scoring with ease.
Here's Siakam. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Mathurin passes to Siakam, and here's Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Hits a three-pointer. And the Pacers lead by 16.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ball's going up the court. And Siakam with the slam.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
And so it's Memphis with it. So Tuomas Iselo's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. Second, the Grizzlies.
Well, they made a huge commitment to rebounding last year, and it showed in the numbers. They were spectacular.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
Outside Nesmith. To the right side. Siakam, the pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Jackson.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Pass to Jackson. Outside Wells. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. He's got 7.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you guys.
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Jerome's checked in for Morant. Then for Indiana, Huff's checked in for Jackson. Nimhart comes in for Mathurin. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nesmith. 1:57 left in the third quarter. Wells, that's good. Wells has got 9.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Siakam for 3. Yes. And it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Pacers are aptly named, Doris. They are looking to get out and run.
Oh, B.A., this is a fun basketball style to watch. Very up-tempo, pass first, a lot of ball movement, a lot of player movement. They have the depth to wear out their opponent. And if you listen to the guys who play against them, what they admire most is their consistent commitment to this identity. They are locked in on who they are and how they win.
Jerome against McConnell. Here's Jackson. Back to Jerome. Launches a 3. They get it back. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just a forceful play by Jackson. Clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
Halliburton for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Siakam for three. Ooh, Siakam, the long-distance bomb.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
From 12 feet, and his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8, looking comfortable out there.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Huff. Siakam in the post. And so it's Indiana in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. No blow-bys.
And Coach Carlisle preaching strong defense there.
Yeah, basic fundamentals. Doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on this end.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Pacers, McConnell and Nembhard are in the backcourt. Toppin out there with Jackson, and it's Siakam in at the center, filling out the middle. And here's Toppin from the arc. Spencer grabs the miss. Grizzlies trail by 11. Jerome with the ball, and it's McConnell picking him up. And then Morant with the dunk!
And this is why Morant is so much fun to watch. His ability to go up and throw it down.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. They led by as many as 18. Nembhard outside. Let's go with a 3. Memphis with a rebound. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. From deep, Morant. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in the game. McConnell outside. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Edey's checked in for Clark. The Pacers also with a sub. Halliburton's checked in for Jackson. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And we're going to have a jump ball. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Outside for Morant. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 12. Top it inside. Working on Aldama. Nembhard for 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's Morant. The skill, the grace, Morant.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Edey inside, defended by Halliburton. He got it!
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Indiana leading by 13. Now Siakam. Big-time slam by Siakam.
What a heads-up play by Obi Toppin. Feeds the open man. Easy opportunity.
Here's Morant. And we will have a timeout called by Tuomas Isalo. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Changes for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Matherin comes in for Nimhart. And it's Neesmith in for McConnell. Halliburton against Moran. Jackson outside.
2 minutes remaining at the game. 2 minutes.
Nice setup for the slam.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
Indiana leading by 13. Can't get it.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Morant lets it fly. The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
Yeah, we're seeing Morant get more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. The triple drop.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him. Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Pacers.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Tyrese Halliburton.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Oh, yeah! That's good!
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Oh, it's off target. He takes it in, flushes it down with both hands.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Morant looking around. Shakes him. Whoa! Both hands there for a little extra. Siakam, and he nails it. And So it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Hey there, I'm here with Pascal Siakam. The shots were falling for you tonight. How'd you like the flow offensively?
I like it. You know, we play for each other like we always do. Move the ball around, get the open shots. And today, they went in, so we got to continue to play.
It's helpful when it goes in. Thanks so much, Pascal.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.